I'll have to be honest with you. First thing I'm going to mention right up front is it's free. I like the service when it's free because, you know, you can tie up a lot of money in different services, and from experience I found out that sometimes you can pay a lot of money and you may not be getting that much out of it.
Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. It's March 19th, 2014. I'm Logan Burgess. To my right here is Brock Shimano to help break down a very positive day across the grains in Chicago here on a Wednesday. Jumping into the quotes, you can see corn up just $0.015, helped out there by some stronger ethanol numbers. Soybeans up 13 cents, but the big leader to the upside today was the wheat complex. Chicago wheat up 23 1/4, Kansas City wheat picking up 25 cents. Brock, this wheat complex in general has really stormed back. Take us through right now kind of the technical landscape here.
You know, we've broken through some key technical barriers over the last couple of days, and today we really broke through that $7 psychological level.
Yep.
We got well above it today. Sharp rally, over 23 cents on the Chicago contract. And I think what has been mostly aiding the rally here recently has been the weather in the southern plains. We saw on Monday the crop conditions ratings back off pretty significantly on the good to excellent ratings for Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. I think that's what got the rally started earlier in the week, and now we're starting to see some speculative buying, some fund buying coming in. We saw funds buy about 11,000 contracts in today's action, so I think that got us above the $7 area. If you take a look at this chart here for the May contract, it's a daily chart. Each candle is 1 day's worth of price action. You can see that last bar is that significant move that we saw here today. We're getting into uncharted territories right now. We're kind of approaching those highs that we saw in mid-October. This is the highest close we've had since October 18th of last year. So this will be a key area to watch in tomorrow's action. 720 to 725 could provide quite a bit of resistance. You know, those were the near-term highs back in October.
Yeah, you know, if we take a look, kind of switch gears here and look at the bean market in today's action, we saw some strength out of beans, up about 13 cents on the May contract. You know, fundamentally, not a lot pushing this bean market in today's action. It seems like largely technical action that we've been seeing here. We did get a report from the USDA attaché down in Brazil. They're leaving Brazilian exports unchanged from what the USDA projected in the March USDA WASDE report. So I think the kind of big takeaway from that is that export sales should be unaffected here out of Brazil. So don't look for that to be a major driver of the bean market here over the next month or so. The rally in beans that we're seeing, as I said, largely seems technical at this point and could have to do with some position evening coming into the big March 31st planting intentions report.
You know, we did see commodity funds be net buyers of pretty large fund there as well. About 6,000 contracts were bought in the soybean market as well. But like you said, Logan, I think there is some anticipations coming into the March 31st report. Doan Advisory, a large private analyst firm here in the United States, actually released their results of their survey that they do every spring. 1,100 growers were surveyed over 44 states, and what they're looking at is corn coming in at about 90.9 million acres to be planted this spring, soybeans a whopping 83.6 million acres, and wheat to be 57.3 million acres. So big expectations once again for soybean acres to go into the ground here this spring. Yeah,
you know, if you just look at the kind of the price ratio between new crop soybeans and new crop corn since about July 2013, it's really favored soybean planting. So you know, for that reason, it seems like talking to a lot of farmers, expectations here are for soybeans to pick up some acreage. And given what the soybean market has done, this could be a good report to pick up a put in front of. You know, the new crop soybean contract has really rallied here over the last couple weeks, and that's in spite of general market expectations that we're going to be seeing a very large soybean number. So given how tight old crop stocks are, it might not be a good market to cap necessarily, but as I said, you know, take a look at some puts there. We got some great trading software that allow you to do that here in the office. If you're interested, you can visit us at grainhedge.com to take a look at that. Brock, final thing here, tomorrow morning we are going to be getting the export sales report. If you take a look at this slide here, very large sales expected for old crop corn, and actually net cancellations expected for beans there on the old crop.
Yeah, that's going to be the number really to watch tomorrow. And there's been some rumors across the news wires recently that China has made some cancellations to purchases from Brazil going to China, and it looks like more rumors are surfacing that those cargoes could now be coming to the United States given our tight old crop stock.
Yep.
So the old crop net cancellations is going to be a number to watch in tomorrow's report.
That's right. We'll be breaking down that report as it comes out at 6:30 a.m. Central Time on Twitter. You can find us over on Twitter. @GrainTV is our handle over there if you want to follow us. In general, though, that's what we saw here on a Wednesday. Very positive action for wheat and soybeans in particular. We'll have to see what tomorrow brings. Keep an eye on that export sales report number. We'll help keep you do that here on GrainTV. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you then.